kombucha. It is. I also made a plate of blueberries, strawberries, and avocado. So you can't get much healthier than this. And eggs and toast. So everything about this is unprocessed, obviously. And this is the way that I try to eat every day. I don't always achieve my goal, but the 80-20 rule, as long as you do it about 80% of the time, which I think I do. And it's not that difficult to make at all. And I look forward to it. Let's see. But doesn't that look delicious? Hopefully it will give me a lot of energy throughout the day. It's a beautiful avocado. And I find that I have more control over what I eat the earlier in the day. As the day progresses and I become more tired, just like everyone else, my self-discipline wanes, even though I am very disciplined and I have a lot of habits in place. If I upload or if I eat the best way possible earlier, my first couple meals of the day, at least I get in, if I get weaker in the day, at least I get in some very healthy food earlier in the day, and I can feel good about it. Of course, I try for every meal to eat like this, but like I said, as the day wanes on, people, not just me, typically become less disciplined, and it becomes more difficult to always have the time or energy to prepare, unless you do it in advance. But sometimes even if I have foods made in advance and it's later in the day and I've just had a long day, I don't want to necessarily eat foods like this. So I try to earlier in the day to get it in. Hi, John. You're at the determined zone. Well, this is backwards, I know when you see it, but kombucha is very good for your microbiome. And so I bought this at Costco yesterday, and I'm going to drink at least one every day. It only has 70 calories, and it's extremely good for you. You can't really pay too much for your health. I'd rather spend my money on things like this instead of clothes or jewelry or other things that I don't really think are that important. You can't get your health back. The flavor is, I thought I wouldn't like it, but it's not that bad. If you can see it, it's got a picture, it's lemon ginger, and there's a picture of a lemon and ginger, which is also very good for you. But it's not exactly something that you wake up craving like coffee, but it's not bad, and if it's really cold, it's definitely very tolerable. So what I usually try to do is make myself eat what I want the least first. I have to stand up for a second. I can't sit very well, and So I either kneel or stand when I eat, or sit in my zero gravity chair. But that's difficult to eat food in a zero gravity chair if you've ever tried it. Yes, the eggs are on the toast and with butter. I was really strict with myself with fat for a long time, and I think I did myself a disservice by limiting so much fat. I don't think that was good for me. And so I've completely changed my philosophy and opinion about fat. Fats are actually really important, and especially as we get older. So I make sure I have butter every day, olive oil every day. I try to eat walnuts, avocado, that's a good source of fat. Salmon is an excellent source of fat with the omega-3s. And so fats are important and very good for us, actually, and help your body let go of fat. When you drink a lot of water and you eat foods that are high in the good fats, it helps your body let go of fat. And I try to eat one avocado every day. That's right. I heard that on the news. I thought it was bizarre. I'm in Texas. I'm going to show you my rotten cat. Well, if you put lemon and or some people like lime on it and salt, and then you can put garlic, or you can make it taste. I grew up eating it, so to me it's not the most delicious thing in the world, but I think it's good. And if you don't like avocados, then make guacamole and eat it on a turkey sandwich or on toast. It's actually, you can doctor it up and make it taste pretty good. Yeah. We breathe out our fat, technically, through carbon dioxide and water. Well, hi, Cookie Addict. How are you? I didn't know that. I thought that we peed it out, or, I haven't thought about it, or I have different points, but it's been a long time. I know, I love cookies too. I don't know why he has that name, Cookie Addict. I don't have dogs, I have a cat. And her breath, crazy. I'll have to look that up. I'm curious about that. That's very interesting. I'm going to stand up for a second. I wish they had a zero gravity chair that had a way to eat on it that was easy. But you're supposed to get all the colors of the rainbow in your diet. And this definitely has all the colors, or many. Hi, Pamela. How are you this beautiful Saturday? And Belinda, and Tony, and Gail, Donna. Now I'm not. No. I'm eating I usually don't eat quite this much in the morning, but I have leg day today, and that takes a lot out of me. So I want to have lots of energy for leg day at the gym. Wow, good for you, cookie challenge. That is wonderful. No, I don't go every day. I didn't. Well, yesterday I did just to play pickleball. And then I had a lot of other things I was doing and worked on my shoulders, my shoulder rehab at home last night. But I probably go 5 days a week, I guess, I would say. And I look forward to it. It's really important that we look forward to it. My name is Willow. Well, thank you. It's nice to meet you, Willow. Time for a full mind and body transformation. Yeah. Yes, it is a big meal. I get anxious about going. You just have to. Don't even let yourself think about it. Lie to yourself and tell yourself you're just going to go to get in the car and listen to music. I mean, surely you have done things like that where you know you had to do something but you didn't want to, so you changed your internal dialogue to make yourself want to do something. Or when you study for a test, and there's all kinds of things. I literally sometimes have to force myself out the door like I'm some kind of shunned child. Force myself out the door. No energy. None. I have some conditions that make me, I have debilitating fatigue, to be quite honest. It's crippling, the fatigue that I have. But I still do it anyway, because if I don't, all I'll do is deteriorate. So I don't view it as an option. To me, that's like giving up on life, saying, okay, I give up now at age 57. I'm just going to start to let myself deteriorate and spiral down. And I refuse to let that happen. I refuse. Well, thank you, Willow. It's very sweet of you. Well, thank you, Vanilla. You're very sweet, too. I love it when women are on here. I've got to go out. Hope you have an amazing day. Great to catch you. You too, Cookie Challenge. Thank you for watching. But the kombucha, I think everyone should drink this, especially if you're over 40, if you have any autoimmune conditions or conditions with your gut. All it can do is help you. And it's like medicine, but it doesn't. Just look it up for yourself. Kombucha, Kombucha. And I could make it myself. I don't have the energy to do that right now. So I bought it at Costco yesterday. And it's not bad. It's not the greatest thing in the world. But food is medicine. That's literally what it is for our body and our brain. It's medicine. And it's critical that we put the right medicine in our body. A great mindset gives me something to think about. Soulless Goblin, if you knew, I had somebody ask me, how many people are in here? Not many. I had somebody ask me on one of my videos, I don't know if it was last night or this morning, and it's the video where I talk about how I have hidden disabilities, which I don't like admitting, because it's, to me, when I admit things like that, it's like it gives it power. And my mind rejects it. I don't like to think that about myself. but it's the truth. And this lady in my video, I have a yellow shirt on, and it's kind of a grainy video, but it was from a live stream, and I talk about it, and it's like 4 or 5 videos down. I don't know if you look. And anyway, she said that she too has disabilities, and she wanted to know what mine were to see if maybe it might give her some inspiration. Well, I have so many serious disabilities that I don't know that I want to admit it to the world what I'm up against. But it's very significant, and I'm going to Mayo Clinic in April to see what might be able to be done. So what I'm not trying to brag. That's not something to brag about. Who wants all that? But what I'm saying is, if someone like me with very serious health issues and disabilities, hidden disabilities, although I can't sit like a normal person. That's why I'm kneeling, and I keep standing up because of my back. That's one of my hidden disabilities, is my back. I can't, and then people look at me, say I go to a restaurant, I can't sit at a table. I can't sit. It's instantly, excruciatingly painful for me to sit, instantly. And people look at me and think that when I lay in a booth, or if I try to straddle a chair or just lean on the chair, they think that I don't know what they think. But, and sometimes I've thought about buying a shirt that says, I have a hidden disability, don't judge me, because I can't sit. Now I can sit for like 5 seconds, but then the pain becomes so excruciating I can't tolerate it. So anyway, I could do pain management. I could have meaning pain management, wanted to put a spinal cord stimulator in my back, and they said that it would poke out. You'd be able to see it because I'm trim, or they consider me thin, which I don't think I'm thin at all. I think I'm fit, but they said that it would definitely show. It would poke out. Well, I don't want that. And then I started researching spinal cord stimulators, and they're not that successful. I've read a lot about it. People tend to not be happy with them. I don't know if anybody here knows anything about spinal cord stimulators, but and then the other alternative is taking medication, pain medication, heavy, and I'm not doing that either. So instead of doing that, I just completely have changed how I live so that I can live. And if I try to take public transportation, that's an absolute nightmare for me. And again, people don't understand that I can't sit, that it's excruciating, that they look at me, like I just said, and think I'm just full of it. And I'm not. I've been to so many doctors over the last 7 years plus, and the only thing that I could do surgically at this point is have another spinal fusion with 2 more vertebrae fused above and below the one that's already fused. But then I wouldn't even really be able to bend over, and I would be so limited. It would be like having a rod in my back, almost have 3 cages in my spine. And then, as a lot of people know, once you have a spinal fusion, the vertebra above it has far more pressure and stress on it, and it tends to go out until your whole spine has to be fused and you have a rod in your back. Well, I'm not ready for a rod in my back. So that's one of my fun issues that I don't really like to talk about or admit. It's just so horrible. It's very unpleasant. Oh, thank you. No, my vertebra. I have severe degenerative disc disease, having my vertebra adjusted. Chiropractors are afraid of someone like me. Believe me, if it was as simple as having my spine adjusted, I would have done it years ago. But it's far more serious. Yes, it is, and never know that or the pain. Unstoppable thunder. Well, thank you. It's again, I'm not trying to say I'm better in any way, but what I'm trying to say is we can do a lot more than we think we can. We can achieve a lot more. We just have to be resourceful and figure out how. How can we do that? That's how I think anyway. Saludos. How are you? But I'm starting to like the kombucha, which again I highly recommend for your health. It definitely has some spike to it, but it's not bad. I normally just drink water, or really just water. Well, I drink a lot of matcha tea also, and almond milk is one of my favorites, and then a little bit of orange juice, but that's pretty much all I drink. But now I'm adding the kombucha. And then Dr. Oz calls blueberries brain berries, but blueberries are one of the superfoods among avocado and what is it? I think walnuts, sweet potatoes. There's a guy on TikTok that always eats these really exotic fruits. I don't remember what his name is, but I thought, where in the world is he getting all these exotic fruits that many of them I've never even seen? And it turns out when I read his bio, there's a company, I think it's called Miami Fruit, that sends him boxes of these amazing fruits to eat in front of the camera. And I thought, how lucky is that? How in the world would something like that have ever evolved? I wish they would send me these exotic fruits that I could just try. But he has a huge following. I think he has like 6 million followers. And he's got a great personality. He's very charismatic and funny, and he seems very down to earth. I have to stand up. Do you want to see if I can get him before he runs away? Oh. Kiki. Oh. He's so unfriendly. Oh. He's a Bengal, and I don't recommend a Bengal. He likes one person, and that's my son. And he's unfriendly to everyone else. He's like having a domesticated wild animal. It's what he's like. Yes, he's a cat. I'm a huge animal lover, huge cat lover, and want so badly to have a pet, have a cat, and I've been nothing but good to him, and yet he acts afraid of me, and I've never given him a reason to be afraid of me. So I don't know why he's like that. He's 1/18th Asian leopard, and in the past, I always had rescue cats, rescue animals, but they always had health issues, ringworm, and some almost died, and I used to volunteer for humane societies, and anyway, I indulged and bought him about, I guess, 5 or 6 years ago, and he's just been horrible. I got him as a kitten, and he's just an awful cat. His personality, it's like having a statue in the house. Well, that's true. Hi, Nathan. It made me think of Nathan for you. It's true, but I have had a lot of cats in my life, and most cats are pretty friendly with people, at least to a degree, but not mine. Mine acts like he's been abused, and I got him as a kitten from a very reputable breeder. So the only thing that makes sense is that he just did not have enough, and he needed to have a little bit less Asian leopard in him. I think that one more generation and he would have been okay, but he's just too wild. Good afternoon, Music Man. How are you? Better eat my avocado. Good. Where are you located? What part of the world are you in? Almost done with my avocado. But isn't this pretty? Well, now the avocado's almost gone. Eat the blueberries. Let's see if I can get him. Kiki. Kiki. Oh yes, I'm so mean to you. I'll show them to you. Did you get a good look at them? Sharing health remedies regarding diabetes, heart disease, weight loss, and more. Hi, Rick. Let's see who else is here. Michael. Is that a... What are you holding, Michael? Is that like a puppet? I can't tell what that is. I love people that are creative and do things that are different and unique. Like Michael, just in his picture. Kombucha. Ginger and lemon. Not great, not terrible, but extremely good for you. So that's why I'm drinking it. What is that? I'm going to stand up. I did my shoulders yesterday, but I guess it was a pretty good shoulder workout considering the shoulders hurt, but it's getting much better. And I thought I was going to totally have to stop doing any weights with my shoulder because I've seen multiple orthopedic surgeons, did an MRI, saw nothing wrong. So what am I supposed to do? They just offered an injection. No, I'm not going to just do an injection. That doesn't do anything. I want to know what's wrong. And anyway, so I declined the injection, saw a different orthopedic surgeon, and he at least said physical therapy, which is more reasonable. But I already know pretty much how to rehab it, at least to a degree. And it's so much trouble to start doing physical therapy 3 days a week. I don't want to do that. Hi, Colin. How are you doing? Hi, Vada Manaduck. Why can't... It's... Oh, wait, who is that? No, I don't think I know who that is. Hi, Colin. What's it like right now in Scotland? Almost done with my blueberries. I guarantee you, if this had been cookies or ice cream, it would have been gone a long time ago. But the avocado and blueberries take me forever to eat. Who wants to go live? I don't know who that is. Are you guys like that too when you are trying to eat? Not trying, but I don't know what it is about food like this that I just don't inhale it like I do processed foods, which is a problem. So it's best for me just not to have the processed foods. Strawberries, blueberries. Oh, I just ate my avocado. This is my eggs on whole grain toast and butter. And I have the 2 eggs on toast pretty much every single day. I know how good eggs are for us. The choline is extremely good for our brain. It helps actually prevent dementia, which my mom has. So I think eggs are, to me, no-brainer to eat. I don't feel, I've gotten into such a habit of eating 2 eggs every day that I feel like something's wrong if I don't eat 2 eggs every day. I had eggs for dinner the other night because I hadn't for breakfast. But there's something just very satisfying about eggs, especially on toast. Now it's kind of cold. And if I don't want to, I don't force myself to eat if I'm full. So I just save it and eat it later. Well, I think I'm going to go. If anybody has any comments or questions about weight control, I'll stay for a second, but no one is saying anything. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for joining. Talk to you later.